Hi everyone, I'm back with another video, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to properly manage your own heroes, as well as to when or when not to transition to level 3 heroes and so on. Okay, now of course before we start, go on ahead, smash the like button, and of course turn on the notification to all notifications so that you will not miss an upload or stream from my channel. Okay, let's go. Okay, I'm going to be with Gopal YouTuber, okay, versus those two resistance guys. And now, on my previous video, I showed you guys on how to rush T1 heroes, right? So yeah, and in today's video on guides on how to use the heroes, we're not going to do that. Okay, shipyard within deployment time, using a gold production boost, so that of course we can somehow grab those containers on the ocean by having faster delta production. Okay. Meanwhile, my partner is doing this, Fortress, okay. It's very essential at the start of the game to help you collect the container on land, the super container on land, which will spawn at the second minute of each battle. Okay, there goes collecting those containers. Now, I will not go further beyond this point. I'll just go at the very edge near on my side on that super container, since there might be naval platforms that may actually destroy my delta. Okay. Now, I got like 4 assaults right there, okay, and a fortress in case the super container spawned right there, but in this case, it will be spawning on the ocean. Okay, now, getting that container, going HQ3. Now, of course, it's time for me to scout, since I'll receive that container. In case this yellow player will try and rush me, I can actually react with the container, or the initial container that I got. Okay. Now my partner is somehow under attack by these rifleman scouts. Fortress going to scout the yellow player to see what he has. X facility now being produced, as well as an additional factory, or power plant rather. Okay, here goes another power plant right there. Vehicle factory, quite normal. Okay, basic or standard build, old meta. Until I saw that prototype factory right there. Okay, so that's not really a good sign, which means that this yellow player will have Wasp and will try to annoy me. Hence, after I saw that, immediately I will bring up a anti-air, or I can actually produce a what do you call it, like a Cerberus in no time. Also, I had my deltas will go on land right here in order to attack the yellow player. Okay, now let's see what's happening here. Okay, of course, the Wasp will try and get rid of my fortress first before it goes over to my base. Now, a scout right here by my partner, Gopal YouTuber, seeing that the red player has alligators in HQ2, as well as armadillos and grenadiers, as well as, level 2 barracks right there. Okay, pretty basic, nothing crazy so far. It's just that I'm trying to buy myself some time in order for me to have ample amount of defenses in case the yellow player might counterattack me with the Wasp, but I am not seeing that happening, hence I will go level 2 X facility so that I can unlock the Seraphim. Okay, now I'm gonna have to try my best as to get rid of that Wasp, or at least try to damage its HP, lowering it down so that it will not attack my base, because it will simply recover its HP. Meanwhile, my partner is now under attack. Okay, with those grenadiers and armadillos. So, it's actually a bit of a late reaction from his side. Should have been built a bunker. Okay, right after the scout. That armadillo is now down for the count. 2 assaults are trying to somehow get rid of those grenadiers. Very nice indeed. Adding on bunker as well. Ooh, alligator is gonna end drowning right there. Okay. Alright, now let's see what's happening here. Nothing crazy here so far. It's just that those assaults are like trying to prevent the grenadiers from causing more damage being dealt. Now the Vikings are now getting near the shore in order to help out, get rid of those grenadiers, as well as the armadillos. Now the fortress is here to help out. Excuse me. Okay. Alright, now, you don't want to get near a fortress in case you have an armadillo, because of course a fortress flamethrower can actually deal a ton of damage. Okay, so the red player decided to retreat and leave my partner alone. Meanwhile, on my end, anti-air, typhoon, some Zeus production in here. so that in case the yellow player might try and attack me, I can actually defend myself with Zeus and Seraphim. Okay, so I'm always aware of the surroundings here on the or what's been happening around the entire map. Okay, and as you guys can see, my partner is going to add another barracks and going level 2 barracks himself, as well as an anti-air and the 5th Viking in production. Meanwhile, I have terrain-able platforms around here, since I saw there's like 2 shipyard, and what does that entail? Okay, so that entails alligators, since the red player also has alligators. So yeah, adding more defenses there should be a very good investment. Meanwhile, I have my Seraphim out and are going to cause some ruckus right there onto the yellow player's base. And I'll have my typhoons scattered there. Okay. Kaiman trying to scout my base. Gonna have to try and get rid of that wasp by baiting it outside the range of that porcupine, which did not work. So the yellow player's micro is quite good. Alright, going HQ4, as I see no threat, just a porcupine and wasp. So mainly, what's happening here is that the yellow player is also going for HQ4 at this point, given the pace of his development. Okay, 2 alligators. Okay, nothing really crazy so far. Okay, you need 3 alligators per 1 confederation platform, so yeah. Okay, here goes. I'm gonna have to try and be annoying with the Seraphim right here. Okay, guys. This is a good thing right there. Good thing. Trying to be annoying. Okay, even though if you're not able to destroy that supply center, you can actually, you can actually cause the player to somehow repair it by, spending resources to repair it. Okay, moving away from the turrets, or the mole's turrets right there. Wasting the skill entirely. No, this is actually good, but overstaying there is actually a bad thing. Okay, I don't recommend for you to overstay at a base, especially if they already saw that you are doing it. Okay, now additional Zeus are now in production. Now I'm heading towards Solaris with a level 3 X facility, adding more naval platforms around here since both players might try and gang up on me. Okay, I will not go for the ocean. Okay, just defenses. Excuse me. Okay, now I have ample amount of defenses right here and some units. Now saving for the Solaris. Level 3 X facility is done. And again, trying to be annoying here, I am actually overstaying at this point in time, which is what I said earlier, not a good thing. Okay, so I just somehow did my best to somehow avoid those turrets. Trying to be annoying here as the Seraphim. Okay, I'm gonna have to try and retreat as those porcupines will try and chase me. Okay, Solaris is now in production. I see that the yellow player has, like a prototype factory for the hero as well. Yeah, now let's see what's going on. I'm going to try and go over to the red player's base. However, I will be denied since the porcupines are already on the way here. Okay, so yeah, I'm just going to lose my Seraphim just like that. Okay, so that's actually my fault. So that's actually the don't. Okay, the don't do that thing. Okay, now next thing I'll show you guys is the what to do next. Okay, so what to do here is that you add AV factory. Okay, since I will have my Seraphim combined with the Cyclone to maximize its potential, as the Cyclones can actually act as a cover. We see an engagement right here. Alligators are like trying to poke without, the lack of scouting. So those alligators are now going to push forward in advance, and I told my partner to go press on with the attack as my Solaris is headed straight towards the red player's navy shore, or the shore of the red player. Okay, there's only one platform here, which is definitely not enough, as well as 2 alligators are in production. Okay, and or another alligator. I tried a boost here of Naval Strike boost, but ain't gonna work on Solaris, so yeah. Myth busted. Vehicle attack boost or common attack boost is best for Solaris right here. Okay, yellow player is actually on the rescue. Now, I'm going to find an angle where I can use the skill of the Solaris so that I can maximize its damage. Alright, now the Vikings are now shredding those alligators. Meanwhile, I'm going to use the skill, okay, at the bottom side, and then rain mayhem on those platforms that are being built. There goes. GG. Alright, Wasp is here, along with the Alligators, are actually demolishing the Vikings. However, I actually demolished the platforms. Leviathan is here, along with the Alligators. Hence, my partner will react by putting up more platforms, as it is the smartest choice to do. Meanwhile, I used a AVA production boost so that of course I can use my Seraphim along with the Cyclones here. And my partner is moving out as well, as can be seen right here. He has Flame Assaults, Assaults, and Heavy Assaults, Zeus, Fortress, and Delta. Okay, now we see a Wasp right here. I'm gonna have to try and get rid of it. Baiting it out. GG for you, Mr. Wasp. Okay. Ooh. Very bad engagement here for my partner. However, he did try his best as to somehow, you know, destroy everything that he can. Okay. So his army composition is typically bad versus the enemy's army composition. Now, I will have to try and rescue him again by sending my Solaris and Seraphim along with the Cyclones in just a few moments. Alright, there goes the Cyclones, along with the other Cyclones here, using recovery boost so that my Seraphim and Solaris can recover health to fight in full HP, or with full HP. Okay, here goes. I'm gonna have to try and engage. Let's see how this plays out. Again, the combination of Seraphim, Solaris right here, along with some Cyclones. Okay, ooh, Porcupines around there. Okay, gonna have to try and use the skill. Passive ability, very solid. Bam! Reducing the Porcupine count and then bombarding with the Seraphim. Okay, now there's no more anti-air, just Jaguars here. They're now gonna be obsolete. Okay, as my Cyclones and Seraphim are going to clean them up. There goes. So notice here, guys, the scouting and map awareness, so that of course you will know when or where, you know, like when to transition over to have the tier 3 heroes, or when not to do that. Now Leviathan is here, are actually quite bruised up with the anti-air, launched a nuclear, and we're gonna have to try and get rid of it. There goes. And yeah, that's not gonna work, Leviathan. Yeah. Just Cyclones got rid of it. Although it was badly bruised up, we're gonna have to repeat the same process later on. But for now, I'm going to try and mass produce the Cyclone. I have a good amount of land army composition here in case the yellow player might try and attack me on land. Okay. And I'll have to try and poke in here using the Solaris to somehow check the shore of the red player, as he just lost his army. Okay. Now let's see what's going on here. One naval platform. That's not going to be enough. Of course, the Solaris can negate that. Alligators from the yellow player, we're going to have to try and destroy all those with just Solaris, Cyclone, Seraphim as well. Okay, Wasp's trying to be annoying right there. And let's see how this plays out. Partner is going over here to somehow help me out, demolish the Alligators. Okay, now as you guys can see, the dues for the pros, okay, for having the Seraphim is along with the Cyclone. That's just it. Okay, it's the best combination. Alright, so as you guys can see, my Seraphim is just flying right there, safe and sound. My partner is just going to demolish the coastline of the red player's, on the red player's side. Meanwhile, my Cyclone and Seraphim are just going to demolish everything here along with the Solaris. Now the yellow player is here, trying to defend of course, and some of the yellow player's army, along with the hero, the mole, is here. Meaning, if a Jaguar is here, a whole army of the yellow player is actually located at the red player's base to try and help out. Now I'm going to try and, again, use the Solaris around here as my Seraphim and Cyclone as they try to retreat. I'm gonna have to try to help out my partner here to get rid of that Wasp. Okay. Now, if you notice, guys, I'm producing Cerberus around here and are moving my land army composition at the top of the map. Okay, and... ooh, man. Okay, that's... Wasp still live to see another day. A lot of Jaguars here from the yellow player, meaning he has less ground defenses, and I'm gonna have to take advantage of that by destroying Okay, or by attacking his base. There goes Zeus Typhoon here. Okay, Cerberus is also here to help out. So if you guys notice, I'm attacking two players at the same time, supporting my partner, and are going to attack the yellow player at the same time. Meanwhile, my Solaris cleaned up the naval platform in the shipyard from the yellow player, so no more alligators. And we see the Leviathan around there trying to be annoying and zoning out my Solaris on the shore. Now I'm gonna have to send my Cyclone and Seraphim yet again to demolish that Leviathan. Okay, there it goes. While my army of Zeus and Typhoon remains attacking the ground army composition or the base of the yellow player. Switching to air reduce at the last second. Okay, to reduce the damage taken from the nuclear of the Leviathan. Okay, well, that's pretty neat right there. Cerberus is actually late for the count here, but still, as you guys can actually see, that's how you use your heroes effectively. Okay, you never have to somehow use them alone. You always have to use them with support to maximize their potential, act as a cover, and so on. My partner here did very great with the base defense and also the counter attack. Okay, I love his Vikings. Okay, I love his Vikings around there. Now here goes my Cyclone and Seraphim are now going to destroy that mole along with those buildings and so on as the red player, and destroy the yellow player along at the same time actually. So yeah, GG. Okay, now that concludes the Solaris and Heroes guide for the Confederation. Okay. Okay, and now the rest of the, of course the rest of the game here, both players will be wiped out, and that's GG. Alright, so yeah, using the heroes effectively at their best. Okay, so yeah, GG. Alright, now we move on to the next battle. Okay, and this time, we're going to be using, okay, the Resistance, Leviathan, Mole, and Wasp. Okay? Now, of course, before we go there, let me just brief you on what will happen. This will be an epic naval engagement on how to use the Leviathan on Navy, along with the Wasp, okay, and Mole. Alright, so yep, this is again another 2 vs 2 battle. Let's go jump straight into it. Okay, here goes. I'm going to be with Ogot Gum on the map Water Barrier. This is typically a new map and I really like this map for epic naval engagement. Okay, now here goes. Okay, we're going to somehow collect those containers. My partner is lagging, and again, 1 power plant, or actually 1 supply center, 1 power plant, emergency measure boost, so that of course you can have your upgrade or HQ before HQ2 before deployment time. And then a shipyard, 2 shipyards here on my end. I forgot to add a power plant, that's my bad, but of course I can produce 2 Caimans at a time. Okay, here goes. I'm going to scout. Let's see how will this play out. Okay, partner doing the same. So far, nothing crazy. Of course, it's just the start of the game. And using the coyotes here to somehow get the container on land, that can actually help. Okay, maneuvering the Caiman here as to somehow get the container. Nah, forget it. There's like a delta there as well, so might as well forget it. Okay, grabbing the container still. Okay, ooh, that delta managed to grab that 1 container. So that's actually my bad. Excuse me. Okay, naval platform here to prevent any funny ideas of delta rushes or anything like that. Going HQ3 as this green player, so no hero rushes or anything like that. My partner here has a ton of Caimans here and are engaging those 2 deltas. Okay, so they're going to somehow get rid of those delta. Oh ho! Nice! Okay, now partner is doing good. 5th supply center is being built. Meanwhile, I have a prototype facility here for Wasp production and are going HQ3 myself. Viking, okay, level 2 shipyard. So we ought to be prepared for that. Okay, so ooh, 2nd shipyard right there for that guy. And blue player also has second platform and a shipyard level 2 on HQ2 as well. Okay, and now we're going to be we're going to have to try and be annoying here as that coyote to scout. And I'll also send my Caimans there at the bottom side of the map. As you guys can see, Wasp is now out of that prototype facility. Meanwhile, my Caiman is trying to be annoying here. Now, keep in mind that I'm not changing boost. I'm just staying at the gold resource boost because I'm not overcommitted into attacking this blue player's base. Okay, so yeah, I'm just going to get rid of that. Okay, those infantry is trying to be annoying. Literally trying to be annoying. Doing some micro on my Caimans to keep them alive, as well as damage the assaults that are attacking it. Also, this caused the blue player to simply, you know, like, train those assaults and fortress to somehow repel my attack, which cost them a lot. So my attack here proved somehow be useful because those Caimans have already less value. They're I just produced them at the start, so yeah, very good value. And I managed to scout with the remaining Caiman that I have. Okay, no level 2 vehicle factory, meaning no threat on land, so I can just go full navy. And now I'll have my Wasp go over here and try to be as annoying as humanly possible. Alright, there goes using the acid strike on that Viking. Okay, trying to weaken it down. Alright, and then my partner Skyman is on the way. Now I have 2 shipyards here, level 2, so that I can have those alligators. Oh-ho. Okay, my partner Strike trying to be annoying here still with his initial Caiman that he produced at the start. Okay, and we're gonna have to try and get rid of those assaults as he produced a ton of them actually. Alright, now there's actually nothing here that I can do since the anti-air is almost done. And I'll just go over to the green player's base and try to be annoying here instead. Okay, scouted the green player's base. Okay. Oh, naval platform near the shore. So I'm gonna have to move away outside the range of that. And, ooh, naval... Actually, the anti-air managed to finish. And there's no threat on land, as you guys can see. So I can safely go HQ4 at this point. Okay, so very good scout there. And I'll have to, you know, go into formation. HQ4 as I mentioned. Okay. So, nothing really crazy here so far. And again, container are now spawning. So, nothing here to contest me on land, so I can safely go HQ4. And there's not really that much Viking count from the green player, as I can actually see there. My partner is doing the same thing, going HQ4, or actually producing alligators rather. And I'll have my Wasp go over there to somehow collect that super container, since nothing can contest it except for infantry and a fortress, which my Wasp can easily deal with. They added a third shipyard for massive shipyard massive alligator production. Okay, scout right there. I'll send that coyote to somehow buy me time as the Wasp try to get that container or super container. Meanwhile, my partner is gathering the super container as well. Okay, so let's see how this plays out. I'm not going to commit over to full land army composition because, of course, the land cannot travel over to the other side. So might as well invest on navy. Okay. So yeah, ooh. Okay, so this guy has level 3 vehicle factory and a special vehicle factory. So he will have Zeus, and what does that mean? If he has Zeus and Typhoon, that means he will have less on the ocean. Okay, and I got like a ton of alligators here already. And my Wasp is clearly just trying to be annoying right there. Okay, so... Oh-ho. Level 2 now for my prototype facility. It's now level 2. And I'm just gonna have to try and get in position. My partner is already in position, taking half of the map right there, dominating that side, which is very, very nice. Okay, and now I'm gonna have to try and contest those Vikings here. Okay. Now, on the upper side of my Alligator, there's actually less gators there. There's more Viking over there. However, the same can be said from his side that I have more alligators at the bottom of his Vikings. Okay, I have reinforcement around here, and I'm now going to try and engage. Let's see how this plays out. Excuse me. There goes. Let's pause for a moment. Lots of assault. Okay. Scout. What's being used to scout? Ooh, wow. What a very good formation there of alligators. Meanwhile, ooh, look at those cannons. Man. I really love this I really love this map overall because epic battles can actually be seen here more often due to the Navy, and we all love Navy. Okay, now I've collected the container around there. Nothing really crazy so far here. I got this here, and the blue player still has the level 3 HQ. Okay, ooh, the wasp fell down due to the anti-air. Okay, oh my god, look at that line of alligators from my partner, Oh God Gum, doing very well there. Okay, conquering the ocean's half on his side. Oh, that's a lot of anti-air along with some typhoons, meaning there's less Vikings. Okay, so I'm gonna have to retreat. You know, I don't plan on having my wasp end up dying. Okay, so retreat. Ooh, E.B.S.G fighting here on my end. Ooh, naval engagement here. My partner decided to somehow smash this blue player's Viking since he was already in position. But keep in mind, those naval platforms from the blue player is also tough. So, let's see how this plays out. Oh, it's like 4 platforms around here, with some Vikings are trying to somehow, you know, like catch those salvos from the Alligator, giving the torpedo platforms free, you know, like free fire. Okay. Slowly but surely. Okay, he's not going to risk it, because if he tries to go over at the bottom side of the map as I told him to, he will lose all his alligators, as those Vikings are now spawning out of the shipyard. Plus, the torpedo platform can actually fire on his alligator. So he made a wise decision of falling back. Meanwhile, I'll use Barracuda along with Leviathan now being produced here, because there is nothing to contest me underground. I have good naval position. Nothing can contest me, so I'm safely assured that I can go on a transition to have level 3 heroes. Okay, Barracuda along with the Leviathan are now being produced. Okay, I don't really have a lot of command points, as you guys can see. Now we're going to fill those up with alligators and Barracuda along with the mole and mammoths later on. Okay, since the green player now has some Zeus and Typhoon, which can actually contest me on land. Okay. Oh, here goes. My wasp here is like at above that cliff right there near the shore, and just going to acid strike that Viking and trying to be annoying as to somehow damage it enough in order to retreat. Yeah, to make it retreat. Because I don't want the green player to have good formation. It's all about formation here, to have better engagement. Okay, so I don't want to come closer because the platform might try and fire on my wasp. And my wasp is not fully recovered. Leviathan, insert! Man, insert Leviathan is here. Okay, first Barracuda is out. Now going to try and capture the super container yet again. Meanwhile, as you guys can see, I'm laying down that line of alligator there, preparing for that massive naval engagement. And we're going to use the Leviathan here along with the alligator and Barracuda. Let's see how this plays out. Okay, now I have the Leviathan on the ocean. Okay, Barracuda is over there as well. Okay, I'm gonna have to come a bit closer here. Okay, I'm going to nuke them up as they are clubbed up. Okay, bam! Alright, now I'm gonna have to move closer to somehow seal the deal. Okay, move closer to enhance or further my territory and control over the ocean. There goes. Got rid of those 2 Vikings and severely bruising up the rest of the Vikings around here. Meanwhile, keep in mind that I'm just having all my alligators in a straight line. And of course, the Barracuda behind the alligator. Okay? I'm just going to move forward here outside the range of those torpedo platform, but my partner is impatient and are now going to try and destroy the blue player and attacking him on the land. With jaguars and porcupines and the turrets with the mole. Let's see how this plays out. Meanwhile, here on my end, three Barracuda. Okay, so I'm gonna have to try and use those Barracudas later on. Okay, so I'm trying to get into position outside the range of the torpedo platform and within the range of my Barracuda. And at the same time, you know, flexing my dominance over the ocean here along with the Leviathan. Okay, my partner is laying siege yet again, destroying the Typhoon, a power plant. So this blue player doesn't have really anything on the ground to defend himself with due to lack of scouting. So that's a don't, you always have to scout. Okay, here goes. Laying siege on those naval platforms. Okay, damaging the Vikings as well as those two platforms. Man, I really love this. Okay, turrets are here to somehow help defend, destroying those heavy assaults and the bunkers that are being built. Now I have 4 Barracudas around here which are now going to lay siege over that area. Okay, keep in mind that I'm just waiting for those platforms to be destroyed by my Barracuda, and I'll have my Leviathan come over there and nuke those Vikings. Okay, so there's nothing to contest my Leviathan at this point. There's no anti-air. Okay, so yeah, there goes. Again, 5th Barracuda is here. Okay, I'll have Mammoths here to somehow help me defend on land in case the green player might try and attack me on land. Okay, so, oh man, so the blue player has somehow managed to defend the small army composition of my partner. And here goes the Leviathans going in. Man, massive base bomb for you, green player, as the nuclear tries to hit, and bam! Target destroyed. Very nice, I love it. Okay, here goes the alligators are now going to charge forward along with the Leviathan right here. Since there's no more platforms, only one remain here, and another being built. Also, those Vikings are badly bruised up due to being nuclear and also the fault of my Barracuda. And now we're gonna have to try and end the coastline here for this green player. Okay, there it goes. I really love this scene, man. This is very unstoppable. Hoo-hoo. Okay, and there's nothing to contest here. The alligators, those naval platforms are simply out of position and are not in the best positioning to somehow defend from an attack like this. Okay, there goes. GG for this green player. Okay, I already have the mole out here, as you guys can see, the mole icon. Okay, and so again, we're gonna have to demolish everything that there is to demolish here from the green player's base. Okay, now my alligators are now unstoppable along with my Barracuda raining rampage from afar. Okay, my wasp is here. Okay, now the idea of having the wasp here is to somehow let the wasp passive ability also affect the Leviathan whenever they are under fire. Okay, so that's the idea. I'm just waiting for the nuclear to cool down on my Leviathan. Okay, my alligator just decided to attack that naval platform for I don't know what reason. Does he have to do that? Okay, so here goes. Nuclear is ready. This green player doesn't really know when to give up, which is I kind of like that, to be honest. Here goes. The wasp actually covers the Leviathan with the passive ability. Acid Strike has been launched, and also I had the wasp move forward so that of course my wasp can take more hits than that of the Leviathan. Okay, acting as a meat bag right there. Okay, there goes. Nuclear, bam! Okay, massive damage right there. Okay, and now going to try and clean up the rest of those anti-air. My partner is also here, trying to demolish everything from the blue player's coastline. Very nice indeed. Man, what a battle. I really like this. I really like this. My partner here played ultra well. Oh god gum, my man. Oh god gum. Very nice gameplay. Okay, meanwhile, he's going to attack here. Okay, on land with Jaguars and the Mole along with the Porcupines and having some of the Alligators help out, destroy the chunks of those bunkers. Meanwhile, I have my Leviathan recover HP, of course. Alright, recovering the HP of that. And then he has his own Leviathan and are targeting that rocket tower to lessen the resistance. Those Vikings are not going to do anything against the Leviathan. Oh man. GG. Now he's directly targeting the construction yard to make use of all 3 weapons. That's how you do it, my man. Good job. Oh god, dumb. So yeah. There goes. GG for this blue player. And the green player, let's see what the green player is up to. And, oh, nuclear. Bam! I just love the sight of that animation of the nuclear launching out of the Leviathan. Very, very nice. I love it. Oh, what a surprise. So, the blue player is like trying to move away from the ocean here, but the rocket towers are attracted to the mole, and the turrets of the mole are now going to gush out on those rocket towers. Meanwhile, I'm going to use Naval Strike boost and annihilate those typhoons, giving my Leviathan a chance to move in and destroy everything there is to destroy right here. Okay, the mole is here. I'm going to deploy the turrets near those typhoons and torrents. Okay, destroying them, lessening the anti-air capability of the green player and the Barracudas as well, raining rampage from afar. Okay, here goes. Since there's almost no anti-air now from the green player, I'll have to move in with my Leviathan and seal the deal along with the Wasp right here to cover the Leviathan. Okay, and here goes acid strike. What a missed out right there on my nuclear. Just right beside. Bam. Solid hit right there. Okay, so that's how you use all 3 heroes right there. As you guys can see, I've utilized the turrets to its best to somehow demolish the targeted units or the desired units to be targeted. Now the turrets will automatically fire on tier 2 units, alright, not the tier 3 units. Okay, and my partner is almost done cleaning up the rest here on his end. Well, what's not to like in this battle? Alright, well, GG, partner doing good. And that's gonna be it for this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, go on ahead, smash the like button, and of course turn on the notification to all notifications so that you will not miss an upload or stream from my channel. And as you guys can see, the correlation or the cooperation from all 3 heroes. Here goes. GG. Victory. Bye now.